YouTube, and thank you for joining me, Emma Talete Alik. The date today is the 1st of January 2011. So firstly and foremost, I'd like to say to all my subscribers and all my viewers, I hope you have a happy new year, and I hope this year all your dreams will come true. And this video today is actually going to be a tutorial on this hairstyle, the braid and curl. This has been a much requested and much anticipated video, so to bring in 2011 with a bang, I thought why not go ahead and do this tutorial. So if you want to know how to do this and you like this style, keep watching and you'll find exactly how to do it. What you'll need is freshly washed and conditioned hair, an old shirt because you don't want to get yourself too messy, and for the products you'll only need 5 things. What you'll need is your own version of Kimmy Tube's leave-in, or you can use her exact leave-in. You'll also need Lotta Body. This is to set the curls in place. What I've done is diluted it into this bottle. I've used 2 parts water to 1 part Lotta Body. You'll also need Elastic QP, Mango's olive oil and Mango Butter Moisturiser. This is a great moisturiser to use. And you'll also need some Crisco, or you can use oil of your choice. I'm personally using Crisco because it's winter outside, so the weather does affect the hair, but this keeps a nice moisturisation to your hair strands. And you will also need quite a few flexi rods or perm rods. As you can see, I'm going to be using these flexi rods and also these perm rods. They're exactly the same size if you look at them, so it doesn't matter which one you use. So yeah, let's get cracking. What I've done now is I've parted my hair into 4 sections, and this is the section that I'm going to be concentrating on at the moment. So what I've done, I've applied a bit of Kimmy Tube's leave-in conditioner onto this section, and now I'm going to take about 2-inch section. I'm just going to separate it with my fingers. I'm not going to use a comb. I'm not going to use a comb to detangle either. I'm just going to use my fingers, because I'm going to sort of be doing a new regime this year where I'm going to try and limit the amount of times that I actually use the comb. So I think sometimes we use a comb and there's really no need to use one. So this is the section I'm going to be working on at the moment. So just clip the rest out of the way. And first thing you're going to do is spray some of your Lotta Body onto this section. This is what's going to allow your hair to set nicely and to form a nice braid and curl. So make sure the section's thoroughly damp with Lotta Body, and then the next thing you do is apply a tiny bit of Elastic QP Mango Butter into the section. Make sure that it's thoroughly submerged in the moisturiser, and then I'm going to take some of your Crisco. You only need a tiny bit, so you need about that much because you don't want the section to be too greasy. Rub it onto your hands first and then slide it down the hair strap. So now this section is being moisturised, sealed, and it's also got Lotta Body on. Next I'm going to do is start actually braiding the hair. If you want your curls to be more elongated, all you have to do is braid further down the hair strap. When you're about halfway down, this part that's left here, simply smooth it with your fingers. Get yourself a perm rod, and then you begin rolling. You can use end papers if you wish. I don't bother using end papers. So basically, you start at the bottom, wrap it round the perm rod, make sure it's nice and smooth, and then simply roll up. As you can see the product on there, but as that dries, it will all disappear. So take a 2-inch section, spray your Lotta Body on until this hair strand has been thoroughly submerged. Next take a tiny bit of mango butter, about this much, and just simply apply down the hair shaft, and in the same manner apply your Crisco, which take a tiny bit, rub it into your hands and then apply it down the hair shaft. So this section now, it's got lots of body on, then I applied mango butter and then I sealed that with Crisco, and then I'm going to start plaiting until halfway down the hair. When you're about halfway down the shaft, simply smooth the end part. You can apply a bit more lotta body to it if you want to, if it's feeling a bit dry. Get another perm rod and then smooth it at the bottom and simply roll the hair onto the perm rod like so. At the moment you can see the residue from the products, but that's all going to soak into the hair strands as it dries. And then you only roll it up until where the braid ends, because you don't want the curls to be too tight. And there you go, that's one more done. Basically what you need to do is you need to part your hair the way you want your hair to fall before you actually braid and rod it. Because if you actually part it after or don't do a part, you're not going to have a clear defined part when you take all these rods out. So for me, I already know what I'm going to do is I'm going to gel the front of my hair and then have the curls here. So I just parted this section here. And for my fringe, I always do a flat twist and then I'll put it onto the rod. So by now all my hair is dry, so you need to make sure that the hair up here is thoroughly submerged in the lotto body. So make sure you wet all your hair until it's nice and dripping. Next you do the same thing as the other parts. You get a bit of mango butter, and then get a bit of Crisco, just a tiny bit will do. It's always handy to have a towel while you're doing this. I left mine in the bathroom, but and then what you do is you start to do a flat twist at the front. So you get two sections, and then you begin flat twisting. I'm not too worried about the front because, as I said, what I'll do in the morning is I'll spray this with water, the perimeter of my forehead, and then I'll go ahead and put a bit of Eco Styling Gel on. I will show you how I do that tomorrow morning. So now I've flat twisted that, just smooth this section down, wet it again with a bit of lotto body, because you need to make sure the hair is totally soaking for it to set properly. And then go ahead with the roller in the same fashion as last time. Just simply roll it up, making sure it's nice and smooth. And then, so I've bodied all my hair now, and I'm finally on the last section, which I'm ecstatic about because I'm so tired and I just want to get into bed. So basically, I'll show you how I do the last one as well. So get your bottle with the lotto body in, which is diluted. At this stage, this part is probably going to be dry, so you need to make sure it's thoroughly submerged, so it's dripping wet. Then get a bit of your mango butter. Then a bit of the good old Crisco. I'm not too worried about plaiting this so close to the root, because as I said, what I'm going to do is gel the front of it tomorrow, so it doesn't matter if you don't get the root with this one here. Then just start braiding it. Then smooth the hair down, get your flexi rod, and then start rolling. Now I've finished rolling it all, so I'm really glad now, because as I said, I'm tired and want to go to bed. So the final stage now is to get your satin bonnet or your silk bonnet, apply it over your head, like so. And now I'm ready for bed, so I'm going to come back to you tomorrow morning